So I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be like, how many doors are up there?
Rooms?
How many rooms?
I mean, there's 2 flights worth, and there's probably about a dozen rooms on each floor.
Oof.
Okay, so I knew their room before their time last night because I wasn't there.
Right.
So I'm gonna go to that door thinking they might still have it. And I'm
Okay.
gonna bang on the
Maybe
door.
door? I'm not sure.
The odds are 1 in 12. So let's just say last time you had room 6. This time you have room... What are the odds?
Oh
6.
my god.
By fortuitous coincidence only, yes, they do.
Must be
Okay.
his war priestly.
Must be your new divinity.
That's hilarious.
Kia? You in there?
Hello?
Are you
Yeah.
naked? Can I come in?
No.
Is that an in?
Are you naked?
Yeah, come in.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm just gonna open the door.
My back is turned from the door. I'm hoping there's like a desk or something in there. I don't know, but it looks like I'm just like fidgeting with some stuff and with my back turned to you.
Okay. I'm gonna close the door behind me and I'm gonna say, all right. For whatever reason you wanted to leave and scatter up here, I do have to get this out of the way first.
Mhm.
Know that there's no judgment on my part, and this might make things awkward.
Nah, I'm just busy. I just got busy doing something up here.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My back's still turned to you.
So please don't get mad at me, and please let's keep this civil.
Yeah.
Did
it's
you
okay.
cast a
It's okay.
spell on a guard?
Yes. I kind of forgot about the rule. Sorry.
Did the guard? Well, okay, guards are well trained, but
It's not a big deal. Me and the vizier talked it out. It's okay.
Oh, so the vizier approached you, knowing
Yeah,
full
we
well that you had
talked.
done it.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? So if I go to the vizier, he will tell me, yeah, you let it. I mean, you let it slide and all that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, thank God. Thank Cuthbert. That could have been awkward.
Yeah.
I just want you to know I'm gonna have to check, right? Just know anything, hopefully between us, but I will have to ask him just to make sure that all is okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What are you doing?
Just preparing something.
I'm gonna walk into the room a little bit and try to look over your shoulder.
There's nothing on the desk.
So you just stay. Are you working on your cow list?
No, just busy.
Well, you don't seem that busy. Can you face me? Kia?
Okay, I turn my head, and when I face you, you see tears on my face.
Aww.
Like streaming, like a lot of them. Yeah, it's
Right,
just
the charm is about no. I'm kidding.
allergies.
I am going to approach you more and put my arm on your shoulder and say, "Are you what's allergies? I can do a little, magic, little finger wiggling. Sounds wrong, I know. but
No.
bear with me.
I'm fine. Please, just leave me.
No,
No.
and I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm giving you a hug.
No.
I get hugged. I don't move in to reciprocate.
Is this an elf thing where you just leave your arms limply on your sides? Come on. My cloak's not gonna kill you. It's
You
not
know,
like
a
one
lot of
these
things will kill you though, Radovan.
That's true. Hey, ain't that the truth? Oh, the tiger though. Listen,
I just
we're not nobles here. You are actually. So you're doing that noble thing, like the ass out. Is that what that ass out hug? That's really fucking annoying. Come on.
I'm just confused as to why you joined the Topaz Order.
It was a all right. I'm gonna relinquish you, and I'm gonna sit down on the bed. I'm gonna say,
I've never heard it put that way. I'm going to relinquish you.
I'm gonna relinquish you on the bed.
I'm gonna unhug. It's better than unhug. Let's be real.
Some of that D&D porn.
It's all that D&D for. I'm gonna say, okay, Kia, I had a vision.
I roll a D20.
Captain Gas, thank you for
Roll the
resubscribing. Give that
Thank
man
you.
some love as
Got
well.
the gas.
And Skinnerness, thank you for resubscribing as well. I think I thanked you, but if I didn't, I just thanked you again.
So yes, I'm going to unhug you and sit down in the bed. And I'm going to say, Kia, I had a vision. Gaston Kalari asked me to think it over, to pray to my God for guidance and for any wherewithal, whether it was a right choice or not. And I had a vision. And quite frankly, the vision scared me. You know, Gaston probably has never been scared a day in his life, but I know better, you know?
So because of the vision, you're gonna do it?
Look, the army of the stag is going to fight the army of the dragon. And in the vision, it seems that the dragon would prevail. The dragon being the children of Drakhar. And I can't let that... If I can do something, I'm going to do something. I mean, being on the back lines, just healing those that are wounded, that might be right for some people. It might have been right for me back in the day. But it's a losing fight then, you know? I mean, you're just healing injured in the back lines while the front lines are getting decimated. So, I made the
It's
choice.
just not fair, though.
Well, who's talking fair? Gaston is a... Gaston. Kia, how is that fair or unfair? It was a choice I made. It's the path I'm on.
I can't lose you to Radovan.
You're not gonna lose me.
I've already
Hey.
lost Cal. I don't know what's gonna happen to Reza or Spook or Marlowe. And I know if you're in those front lines, you're going to die without question.
So how about you help me out?
By joining the front lines too.
Obviously, I wouldn't want you on the front lines. Metal on metal, you'd be squished. I mean, your power definitely doesn't require you to be on the front lines. And,
Clearly.
you know, you can be of use to the kingdom and for this fight as well. You're quite scary when you do your finger wiggling yourself. So how about you keep me alive and I keep you alive? It's kind of what we've been doing all along.
I can't keep you alive if you're in the front and I'm in the back of the entire
well,
army.
Then don't be like in the last of the
I don't know
line.
where...
Be where you can be, where you can affect.
I'm just trying to be realistic. I can't save you if there's thousands of people everywhere. And then what's gonna be left? It's just gonna be me alone, no more friends. I don't know what to do after that. You should have told us before you said yes.
This was. Let's be real here, Kia. I was a horrible cleric of St. Cuthbert. So much so that I even lost my powers because of it. I atoned through my own action. I'm trying to keep the straight and narrow. This feels right. I can't let him down again. And if I die, maybe I'll die awesomely, you know? Like you're hearing those stories and reading those books. And they'll sing songs about my death. And if that happens, maybe I'll be in his good graces. And I won't be in a horrible alternate reality like the astral plane, like the Drakhari, or the Gith, or Githzari, or whatever. And that's not too bad, right? That's not too scary a prospect. I would prefer if it didn't happen, but, you know, I can't let that stop me from being helpful and for trying.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to keep you alive.
That's what we've been doing this entire time. Oh, you're just gonna leave me?
Oh no, I don't know why that is there.
You just leapt out the
gets
door
on
onto the landing.
Like, I'm sitting on the bed. Oh, okay.
I was just fidgeting. Sorry.
Look, you keep me alive, I'll keep you alive. Maybe you don't mess with the soles of my boots ever again?
I can't make promises about practical jokes.
Well, fair
Just the
enough.
serious stuff,
Just the serious stuff. I could live with
which
that.
is our lives.
These
So don't mess
are
with
the
me,
days of
okay?
our lives.
These are the days of
Don't fucking die, Radovan Rainier.
I have been trying to die for a long time, and I'm still here, so I'm doing something right. Right?
We'll see.
I'm joking. That was a joke.
Yep.
That mummy rot, though.
I'll join you guys in a second.
All
Don't tell them I was crying, please. I'll lose my
I am
reputation.
not that kind of prankster, so don't worry. Your tears are safe with me. And I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk down.
Alrighty.
And then sit down again.
She's up there bawling her eyes out. Sorry.
I'll leave her to cry.
Alrighty. So the morning is drifting on, the day is slipping away. What do you guys want to do?
I'll eventually
I'm gonna
just
be
join
waiting
them.
for Radovan to come back downstairs and
Well, here he is,
yeah. Hey, Radovan.
with probably an odd look on his face.
Hi, alternate racer. Altesa?
You need to stop with that.
Altesa? Well, it's either that or your magic.
Sure, change my name. That's probably a really good idea. Let's do that. Actually, that's a great idea. If anybody does actually know me, they'll totally... Why didn't I even think of it? My name will totally give me away. Stupid. Stupid. Yes, Radovan, great idea. What should we call me?
Derailed.
What did you always want to be when you grew up? What name was always your name? They will call you that. Is there a name that you grew up wanting and wishing you had been? Because I could say mine was Kevin. Just
You wanted to be called Kevin growing up,
in
Radovan?
my real life, Shagget really did, yes.
Oh, Shagget wanted to be called Kevin.
I thought Radovan wanted to be Kevin. I was
That's what I was going to say. Well, you're done now, dude. I'm never going to call you anything but
Plain
Kevin.
name.
No, that was a joke. That was
All
a
right,
meta
Kev,
joke.
come on, Kevin Rainier. What are you going to do?
Risa?
Somewhere there's a mother on a plane realizing that she left you home alone and she's going to scream, Kevin! At the top of her voice. Go for it, Kevin.
I don't know. I'll think about it. But I think it's a good idea. For real.
Okay.
Alrighty. Maybe you should go with Kevin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm
When are
tired.
we leaving? Like, when? What's the plan? Like, are we...
We have to get out of town.
You were supposed to leave, like, early today.
Yeah.
Because time was of the essence.
Yes.
Well, fuck. Let's get a horse and let's get a wagon and head, I don't know, to Tannerton maybe? Like, just out somewhere.
You can sleep.
I'll sleep on the way. Try to prepare. Marlo, you still have the sword, right?
No. You
I
left
have
it.
the
You
sword.
left. No, nobody has it. You left it with the
Oh.
Vizier because he was going to scry on it to try to give you some idea of where to go.
Oh, and that would take some time, right? And we were supposed to.
He told you he wouldn't have it available. If you remember yesterday, he said he didn't have the spell memorized. He would have it in the morrow.
Okay. I actually didn't remember that little detail.
So in theory, you
Okay.
might want to go back to the Vizier before you go wandering off into the wilderness to get a direction.
All right.
But hey, Whatever you think, dude. Whatever you think, Kevin. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Cuthbert. Thank you, Cuthbert, for the guidance I needed. I'm gonna call you Cuthbert from now on, just so you know, Gore. All right. Yeah, let's go to the Vizier.
Is Kia coming?
Yeah, I was gonna come down after like half an hour after I finished crying. Had a good cry.
After she blubbed
Come
and
down. Make sure my face isn't red anymore.
applies a little bit foundation around the eyes, does some of those girly tricks that they do to hide the tears of shame.
Hey guys. What's up?
All right.
All right. Do you guys have your breakfast? We can go.
Yeah, we ate. Oh, you were.
Jerry Mao, thanks for the follow, bud.
What did you have for breakfast, Radovan?
Nothing good.
But you were in the
I have
castle.
it in my backpack.
Oh.
He definitely doesn't
leftovers.
feel hungry, that's for sure.
Nauseous a little bit. But... Come on, Marlo, let's go.
If it's all the same, you think I could wait here for you guys?
What?
Sure, I guess. All right.
All
I'll be
right.
ready.
Okay.
See you soon.
Alrighty, so you guys are going to head back to the castle. You want to do anything en route, or are you just heading straight there?
I don't.
Alrighty.
Same.
Then, as soon as you arrive into the main palace chamber, the Vizier is eagerly awaiting you. He says, "Ah, yes, come on to the chamber, the king's chamber. Follow me." As he pulls you kind of like eagerly into that side room. Right, let me just alter this.
All three of us or just Radovan?
All of you.
Okay.
I want you guys to accompany me anyway. I want to say no.
Sure.
All right. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. There you go. Alrighty. He goes inside, and other than himself as he walks through the door, only the king is in here, nobody else.
Your Majesty.
He says, "Good morning. I trust you rested well."
Honestly, no, sir.
I had, interesting and rather welcome news when I awoke. And I see
yeah?
it to be true in my own eyes. You have indeed joined the Topaz Order.
I did.
An honorable calling, and a very selfless one. Any man that would stand against such diversity and such danger for his king and country and fellow man has my admiration. And you should indeed have admiration from all.
Thank you, Your
So
Majesty.
many would think of themselves at a time like this, as opposed to realizing that they are but one small entity in this great land of ours.
I'm gonna duck down when he says that.
And should their death be required to save hundreds, nay thousands of innocents, then it is a rare individual that is willing to stand and make such a sacrifice. And for this, I would like to shake your hand, Mr. Anir.
I, with a half bow approach, and hold out my hand to be shook.
Right, the king reaches out and doesn't do the shoulder clasp or the forearm clasp like Gaston did, but he does have a very firm, solid grip, and he just gives it a solid double shake.
I back up immediately.
He says, "I'm the king. Don't watch that." Just saying. No, he says, "Now then, I believe my vizier has some information for you." Quite. So this morning I spent much time deliberating over this strange sword that you brought me. Not really so much to have any interest in the sword itself, but more the whereabouts of those that last touched it. Unfortunately, the way magic works, they didn't have it in their possession long, so I was not able to divine a exact location. But I definitely have how should I say, more of a regional location that you can investigate. At least it'll give you somewhere to start.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, far to the east of here, there are some marshes. I believe the creatures or the persons that you seek are holed up somewhere inside those marshes. I've done some research, and the only thing that I can really find is there are really two logical choices. There is an old abandoned church to some long forgotten religion somewhere in those marshes, which is possible that they could have taken as an obscure base of operation. Indeed, it would be a place that none would certainly look for them. On the other hand, there are some hills that rise out of those marshes, and it's possible that they may have made base in amongst those, because there are some cave networks. Which of the two, I couldn't tell you. Of course, those are only speculations. They may be living anywhere inside the marshes. After all, these creatures do have the ability to astrally travel, so they may just be there at this time and, well, be spending the rest of the time in the astral plane. I don't know. Although, considering that their current interests are here on the prime material plane, I doubt it.
Well, then, and you say it's to the east. These marshes.
Yep.
How
To
far
the
to
east?
the east?
It's about 3 or 4 days' travel on horseback.
Are there any markers or indication when we find this old abandoned church or caves, or will we need to look?
You're going to have to look. The notes only indicate that there is such a place. It doesn't really discern where. That being
Fair
said,
enough.
I am somewhat familiar with the marshes, and did take the liberty of memorizing another transportation spell if you'd like me to teleport you there.
Oh,
I wouldn't feel comfortable teleporting you inside the marshes because I really don't know that area particularly well, and it's much more likely that you could meet an untimely demise as you materialize underwater in the side of a cliff, in a tree, you know. But the areas in front of the marshes, there is a way station there. At least there used to be. I believe it's abandoned now, but it would serve as a good pinpoint for my casting.
Do you think that such a spell is necessary given the time constraints we have? Because...
Well, if it's going to take you 4 days to get there and 4 days to get back, that being, by my definition, 8 days, plus however long it will take you, remember the prince is adamant that he intends to march the army in a week. I think he is counting on the fact that you won't have this information ready, and he is going to use that to force his father's hand, and
So haste is required.
yes. Incidentally,
Sorry, what does the king do when the vizier says that?
I was about to say, incidentally, none of that was audible. It, like, came into your brains. Like, he actually sent the whisper spell when he said that last part about the prince. So the king does nothing, because he didn't hear it.
Well, then I think that is our best recourse, and you summon us back. I take it. I understand.
Precisely, just like we did before. I don't usually approve of such frivolous use of this kind of magic, but under the circumstances, I deem it to be somewhat of a necessity.
yes, and I very much approve of it.
I give Kia a little look like, I know, I bet you do. If we were to meet these Githzari and gain their allegiance, would you expect them to arrive in the capital, or how would you want
I
a
would
meeting
think
with
that
them?
would be not a good idea.
So how would you...
The presence of these things being so alien would probably create too much unrest, something we don't need at this time. I suggest that you find some way of organizing some kind of rally point, or set up some way that we can message them when we need their assistance. Of course, all of this really is down to your own good judgment.
I'm just trying to think. I looked at the maps over the course of the night to where the prince would, in fact, encounter the encroaching army from the northeast, and I was a little uncertain of the area.
Okay, at that point, he says, well, let's take a look. Let's have a look here. Thought I had this on here. Okay, so he pulls up the map and kind of points at it and says, well, as you can see, here is Iridian. Here's the northern road that travels all the way up across the river and finally to Rockhelm. To the right is the forest, of which I understand most of which is now aflame. In a strange way, the forest burning kind of is fortuitous.
Yes.
I give Kia a look and say,
I meant to
"Still
do
not
that,
for
says Kia. Well, you see, as you said, they were building war machines. Well, there's no other forest within 300 miles of that location. Therefore, if there is no more timber, there will be no more war machines. He says, so, under normal circumstances, the destruction of one of the king's forests, I would say, is a grave problem. However, I do try to find the good in every bad, and this would seem to be it. Now, on the opposite side of the river, against the edge of the mountains, just to the southeast of Estarden is where you encountered Drakhar's army. Is this not correct?
We overlooking what we assume to be a Estarden, correct?
Right.
Yes.
This being said, I would think that the prince would more than likely travel all the way up as far as Rockhelm, and then take the most eastern road, and try to meet him on the open plains between the forest and Estarden. Pretty much pinning him against the forest and making it so he has no the cliff face, and making it to where Drakhar's army has no normal means of retreat. Now, you and I both know that they can travel astrally, so they are physically able to escape that position, but not with their war machines. They would have to leave everything behind them. At which point, if the king was successful, he could destroy the war machines, and this would indeed hamper their ability to attack the capital city and siege it. The biggest problem isn't so much that they have 200 or so men, it's the fact that they have the ability to launch a reasonable siege against the city itself.
Right. If the Scarbloods tribe, however, attacks Rockhelm in their desperation, with the Harnsplains tribe no longer there, wouldn't the prince be marching first into one battle and then another, like on the eve of a war?
I feel sure that if he, obviously while he may be a little brash, he is not naive in the tactics of war, and I feel sure that he would scout the area first. If the Scarblood tribe had indeed taken Rockhelm, he would probably circumnavigate Rockhelm and approach the road further to the east. Now, the main thing to point out here is there are only two real places to cross the rivers for Drakhar with his war machines. One is on the bridge on this eastern road, just to the left of just to the south of the forest. The second would be at the final city that is directly situated below Rockhelm. Now, of course, the other option is to circumnavigate the river entirely, where he could travel down from the south and come up and around and attack Estarden attack Iridian from the east. So there is only as I said, 3 logical ways to cross without circumnavigating them. This, of course, would all take Drakhar a great deal of time to do. While we can see logic that we can reach Drakhar's forces in a week, we are discussing other plans in regards to these bridges. Oh, which incidentally involve you as well. But we're not going to go too deep into those until we've done this diplomatic mission. Now, I need you to be back inside a week. I need you to come back with this information before the prince leaves. This is why we're
guy's a
going to
needy
teleport
bastard.
you.
We'll do our best.
He says, well, you're entering marshes, so get your wet weather gear ready. And when you're
gear.
ready to leave, hopefully shortly, come back and find me, and we'll get you on your way.
If you don't hear back from us in a week, just assume we're dead.
Could you retrieve something from your
Really,
magical
thanks for
socks, Tadros?
Like what?
Some ruby dust and some diamond dust. It's been tough procuring some components for certain spells.
I believe I have some. I'll check.
Thank you.
And if I do, I'll have it ready for you when you come back. It's the least
My-
I can do, of course.
My monk friend is without a light source, so I was hoping to, just do an easy, continual flame spell. And the diamond dust is for, my survival, essentially with stone, with stone skin. But okay, thank you.
Yes. Would it be that these spells of ours could use regular dust or sawdust or something of less value? But this is the nature of magic, I suppose.
There's your pizza. Sorry, I thought my mic was muted.
I have
pizza?
to eat a spider
Ooh, delicious.
when I want to cast certain spells.
Ugh.
Oh, yes. I must say, I forgo that particular spell many years ago on that principle alone.
Principle.
So we will meet
Okay.
you where we last teleported out with wet weather gear and prepare to go.
If you so wish, yes. Meet me outside my tower.
Okay. Thank you.
Very well.
Bow to
Well.
the king.
If we all understand our part, I wish you well and good luck. The kingdom of Arconis stands ready to receive your good fortune. May the information you bring aid us in the plights to come.
Thank you, my king, my liege.
Good
my
day.
liege, I'd like to apologize for calling you my lord earlier.
Oh, I wouldn't
My
worry
mistake.
about it. Titles. There are so many damn titles that float around this courtyard of ours and inside the court that, to be honest with you, I pay little attention.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna
My
say
liege.
this. I'm gonna say this. Definitely, like half turning my head towards Risa. You are a kind, good man.
Kind and good.
You're a kind and good, and I'll do what I can for your sake, for your service of you.
And I
for
bet
your
if you
sake.
had
I'll
any
do it.
illegitimate children, you would be an awesome dad.
Yeah, should you happen to say you have a daughter with a certain elven queen, just saying, I'm sure you wouldn't scorn her or anything, right?
Buddy, old pal.
And with that, I'm gonna bow again, and I'm gonna depart.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, while you guys are doing this, Marlowe is far from quiet and far from restful back in the... Oh, let me go to the right map. Back in the Thirsty Raven Tavern, as she sits by herself, not long after our heroes leave. I believe she's going to go for a little walk. Of course, I could be wrong. What are we up to, Marlowe?
We're going back to the Stagger Inn.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh no. Oh no could very well be right. Okay, Marlowe heads out into the streets of Iridian. and begins to leave the main city in favor of the shantytown village outside. Let's go ahead and remove the map. Oh, incidentally, guys, I just wanted to say, this map, the Arconis regional map that I'm showing you guys, the reason I'm using this particular one is because this was done by the son of Joxer. He actually did this map. It's a viewer interpretation and pretty damn accurate. And he did a great job, so I thought that we would go ahead and incorporate it and use it a little bit. So there you go. Awesome job, Joxer. If you're here, that is your map. All right. So, Marlowe heads out the gate and down the street towards the Stagger Inn, a somewhat more seedy tavern than the Thirsty Raven. Once you get to the Stagger Inn, what is your intentions, Miss Marlowe?
I'm looking for the bitch twins.
You're looking for
the bitch twins.
So you're going in?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's go inside this establishment. Where are you, Marlowe?
Oh, it's just by the fireplace.
Oh yeah, there I am.
Get over there. Get to the door where you belong. All right. Leaving the streets behind you, you enter the tavern. That familiar, sickly, sweet smell hits your nostrils the second the doors open, as you are reminded of the Gazelberry pie that this place is so infamous for. Glancing around, you can indeed see in their private booth the two Claceran sisters sitting hunched over, quietly talking to each other. As you walk in, the huge Brutus tattooed half-ogre to your left kind of looks at you and almost smiles, like, that's about as much as he gets, really. As he does so, you see one of the big pointy tusk teeth begin to pop out of his mouth, reminding you of his ogre-ish heritage. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna turn and look at him, and I'm gonna give him a nod. I rather like this guy. All right, and I'm gonna take the long way around here.
Okay.
And pop my head around here.
And they're like, well, and then we... Oh. Look who it is, sister.
Yes, look, sister.
She's... Oh, we can own... I'm awfully sorry and very surprised that you didn't come to see us sooner. Do you have the money we owe this young lady? Oh, indeed I do, sister. Let's see. It was... Was it 300 gold we owe you? Here. And she pulls out a small purse and tips the money on the table.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
I don't understand. This is what we owe you. Oh, and we are ever so grateful for your assistance. Our friend, who was saved from certain death in the Colosseum, has now gone back home to Cossonia to be with his wife and children, all courtesy of your very kind generosity. And yes, of course, we did pay to facilitate this, but you, my dear, are the one that made this possible. So, again, our family thanks you.
Does your ass ever get jealous?
She's... Of what?
Never mind. Okay, so I may not be the smartest, but I'm not that dumb.
Oh, I don't think you're dumb at all.
300 gold's not going to cover it.
Not going to cover what? That's what we agreed. We have a contract. You've already received 300 of payment, 100 for the first round, 2 for the second, and 3 for the third. You successfully completed the third alive. Here is your payment.
I'll tell you where you can stick that contract if you don't give me more than 300 gold.
That's almost sounded like a threat, didn't it, sister?
Oh, it sounded like, yeah, it was.
Now, I'm going to go back and question the part where you said that you weren't that bright, but you weren't dumb. At this point, I'm going to say that the last part of that statement clearly is incorrect, because this is our tavern. Our mother's
I'm gonna
tavern.
put my fist through the table.
Okay, go ahead.
Shit.
Roll the damage on the table. All right, you come smashing down on the heavy oak table. It doesn't shatter, but you do definitely... one of the slats bounces up and kind of comes loose and drops to the floor. Immediately, both of them leap out of their chairs and kind of look at you. Almost, and they're like reaching for weapons, and then they stop. And they kind of look at each other and smile. A lot of the gold pieces, of course, fly up into the air, bounce across the floor. The whole tavern has gone quiet. The woman behind the counter looks across and says, "I suggest you leave, young lady, while you're able." At this point, the one with the red flick, Angel, she says, "You may have killed an amicable opponent in an arena, one-on-one. This isn't going to be one-on-one. You're outnumbered 10 to 1. Me or my sister are more than a match for you, but we won't dirty our hands. Our friend by the door will tear you into pieces if we give him the indication that that's what we want. Now, why don't you take your 300 gold and leave while you have the opportunity? Not all fights can be won the way you want.
I'm not
don't
looking to
fight
win a
fair."
fight.
Well-
I'm not leaving with less than 1,000 gold.
Then you're not leaving. Okay, as soon as she does that, the oaf begins to walk across the room. Everybody else begins to move away from the door. This fellow turns around. This one turns around and doesn't actually move. Their lackey comes running over to you and says, "Seriously, miss, you need to reconsider."
I have nothing to lose.
Your life, they will kill you, and so will he.
It needs to be something of value before I'm gonna care.
All right, well, he says, "I tried," and then scurries away. Okay, at this point, you notice that the Clerceran sisters have both pulled out what look like long daggers. And they're just holding them. And she says, "I do hope we don't have to do this, sister. It's been an awful long time that we've actually had to kill anybody ourselves." She says, "But that's what we pay him for." And at which point this huge oafish toothy grin comes over with much less than a smile on his face and a huge grimace. He kind of looks down at you and says, "Some days I hate my job."
Yeah.
And he just kind of stares at you. She says, "Last chance."
I'm gonna turn around and punch her in the face.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Which one? Angel?
The one that just said last chance.
Alright, go for it. Instigate an attack. I'm going to start combat music. One second. Let's see. Here you go. Alright, go ahead.
So this is to hit, right?
Yep, if you're basically attacking the one with the red hair, Angel, the one that was just talking. Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Right, and I'm gonna do this in snake style.
Okay. Go right ahead. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a miss. And that is a miss.
Damn you, dice.
Okay, you hit her once. Roll the damage.
What does Snake take off of me? Is that one hit or one?
It takes off, let's see. Let me remind myself. Let me double check. Alrighty. Let's see. Notes. Okay, Snake is -1 damage. So it just takes 1 point off the damage roll. Alright, you hit her for 4. Okie dokie. She is going to retaliate. Hits with a 24. A 30. And misses. Is the 24 a hit?
It is. I'm at 24.
Okay. Her sister also is going to attack. Hit. Hit. And oh. And that's a miss. So that's 4 hits. And the ogre is going to attack.
Marlo!
That's a miss. .22. Is that a miss or a hit?
Miss.
And a 24 for the final attack. So that's a hit, right? Okay, so the girls, it's 46 plus. Okay, from the daggers, as they come flashing left and right, you take a combined 29. You're going to need to make 2 saving throws versus
What was that?
fortitude.
Fortitude.
Yep. All right, let's see. You passed the first one and the second one. And that does not. Okie dokie.
She immune to poison. That was poison.
Yep. So,
Thank God.
yeah, poison's not gonna affect her. All right, I just want to see kind of like where the rolls are on this. So, okie
Got it,
dokie.
but still.
The ogre only hit you once, right? So he only hits for plus 6. Oh, damn it. Okay, he hits you with his gauntleted, crusted fist for 11.
So I'm down how much?
A total of 10, 20, 30, a total of 40 in the first round.
Shit.
Oh my god.
All right, what are you going to do next? I'll tell you what you're going to do next. You're going to wait till Monday because that's the end of our show. Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on Howreroll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter at Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons and Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget, To keep up with all things Howreroll, follow us on Twitter at Howreroll, check out the website www.howreroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys!
When I'm not playing Radovan Rainier, Cleric of St. Cuthbert for Howreroll, I'm just Shagget, a guy who can't do math in public. You can follow this poor lost soul on twitch.tv/Shagget, or on Twitter at @aneb_convos. For the love of all things boozy, stay in school.
I'm the Dragon Spooker, and I play Marlo the Hot-Blooded Monk for Howreroll. You can catch my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker, or you can follow me on Twitter at @dragonspooker, and I hope to see you guys around.
Hi guys, thanks for watching today's episode of Howreroll. I hope you had a lot of fun, and if you'd like, you can give me a follow at Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Bane Blackstar, or come say hi in my own Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Bane1271. I stream full-time and usually play World of Warcraft, The Sims 4, and I even craft things out of polymer clay, but you never know what we'll get up to. I hope you'll come say hi, join in the conversation, and have some fun.
Hi, I'm Jane, and when I'm not fireballing innocent peasants, I'm perusing Twitter, eating ice cream, and petting my cat Norman. You can follow me on Twitch at Jane Ivana, and on Twitter at Jane on Twitch, and that's with a 0, not an L. Goodbye. Or as I say, peace, suckus.